Okay, so today we have the little 12CZ out of my crazy little monster truck slash RC10 that I got from Jake Island Hobbies in Vancouver, Washington. So we are going to do a look inside on this 12CZ. It's also going to get cleaned and put back together. That's not going to be on video, but we're just going to take it apart for now and see what we got in there. I've never worked on one of these before, really. Well, I have, but many years ago. Okay, let's get down to it here. Let's remove the air cleaner. It's quite the interesting air cleaner by OS Engines. And this is also a slide carburetor that it doesn't really matter what position you put the slide in, which I thought was pretty interesting. Let's see, get a flashlight here. Excuse my racket. But let's see here. You can turn the slide. Oops. 360 degrees, and it doesn't matter. It can go in any position, which I thought was really interesting for this engine here. So let's get on with it, shall we? It did have an electric start on it. I took that off because you guys don't need to see me remove an electric start. That's redonkulous. I hope everything comes apart. Okay. I've never run this engine before, although I've seen it run on camera. I've never worked on it before. This is my first time ever taking it apart. I hope all goes smoothly. Oh, that one came out nice and easy. It wasn't even tight. So we're going to pull this guy down here and have a quick peek inside and see what we got in there. And so many holes, I can't remember where the screws are. Oh. This is in pretty good shape. A lot of people told me it's a OS CZR or CZRR engine, from what I've been told. Okay, there's the cylinder head removed. Next, we're going to remove the carburetor, which is 2 flat screws. Pretty small screws. Oh, good, they came out. Not too often you see flat screws out of an engine like this. I think these are put in by somebody else, but I'm not quite sure. A lot of people are saying that this shares the same. I don't know about those screws, but we'll see later. A lot of people are saying this shares a lot of internal engine parts with the OS 12 OS 12 CV, which is that redhead model engine you guys see me build all the time, but this is the carburetor. Pretty bizarre. I've never seen anything like it. I'm not sure if that's factory OS. Maybe one of you awesome people out there in YouTube world can tell me. It's a single needle. Almost looks homemade. I've never seen anything like that before. Very interesting. But it's like I said, it's a slide carb that rotates a full 360. So beats me, man. I have no idea. Beer on the go too. Okay, let's have a look. We can see our piston there. Doesn't feel like there's much pinch left. And we got Phillips in the back. Let's remove those. Starter shaft feels okay. Hopefully these come out without too much fuss. Oh, okay, good. I hate Phillips screws. They're just Unless you got the JS, I think, what is it, JSP screwdrivers and all that other fun stuff. Right. Let's see. Oops. Not to fling the screwdriver at the camera. It's been a long day, guys. Let's see what we got in there. This is originally a pull start engine. Oh, good, there is a gasket. Okay. Pretty, flashlight out here. Pretty typical OS small block on the inside. Not much to see in there, really. It's, looks to be almost the same kind of guts as a 12CV. Yeah, absolutely no pinch left. We might be able to send that away and have it redone. Doesn't look too bad in there, though. It looks actually okay. Right. Let's turn off the flashlight. Let's move some parts out of the way. And I'm going to spend some time in a bit here, and I'm going to clean this old feller up and see if I can get it to be kind of as good as it used to be at one point or another. Okay, and a flathead. Sorry about that. My tools are just absolutely everywhere today. Remove the clip. Let's see, maybe if we're lucky, if we can get this apart. Wow, that's a 3-shoe clutch. Wild, weird. I've never seen anything like that. It looks like someone's tried to hold it together with an O-ring. How bizarre. Wow, eh? Huh. Three clutch shoes. I've never seen that, like, in that kind of style before. Huh. Absolutely crazy. Wild. Anyways, let's take those off. And well, I guess I need some kind of special tool here. I don't have one. Well, I might be able to get away with holding it with a pair of pliers and cracking her loose with a wrench. Let's see if we can do that. Huh. Well, this is completely new old bug here. I've never seen nothing like this. Never seen nothing like this before. I usually don't use vice grips. I have a special tool to do this with. I just don't have it at the moment because a friend of mine's borrowing it. Okay. So our flywheel there. We have what looks like an airplane prop kind of washer deal there. We'll push all that back. Very interesting. Oops. Very interesting. Everything seems to turn pretty smooth there. The piston seems to be pretty wore out though. Which might be able to salvage that. Let's turn this guy over here because I don't want any dirt getting inside the motor here. Old cutting boards are great because you can see everything. Let's go for, do I have a zip tie handy anywhere? Let's see. Oh, I did earlier. Oh, right here in front of me. Let's see. Wrench on there and turn that just a hair. Oops, nope, cut the zip tie. Might have to apply a little bit of heat to it. I'm thinking we're gonna have to do that. And we can do that right now with the old map torch. There you go. It's pretty typical of an old engine to be stuck and sitting forever. I need an oven mitt. I'll be right back. Safety first. Or third, depending on where you live. Alright. Hopefully I have enough space on my SD card here. Heat fixes everything when it comes to an old engine. Heat up in there a little bit. This looks really aggressive for the engine, but it's actually really not, considering how hot they get half the time. Let's put 2 zip ties in there this time. I'll turn that guy with a wrench. Voila. Alright. Ooh, that's hot. And don't recommend prying anything, but since this is already loose, our sleeve should just pop right up and out. Like that. And our piston and sleeve, or our piston, this big old heavy oven mitt here. Might just be able to reach in there carefully without burning myself and knock it out. Oh, okay, there we go. Ooh, very hot. Cool it down with some alcohol. How about that? Clean it too while we're at it. Well, there's our little piston for our 12CZ. It doesn't look too bad. It uses the puck style wrist pin to hold it on. Let's give it a little wipe down, shall we? And we'll see how it fits in the on cylinder here. Nice to see all you guys comment, you know, it really makes my day. I mean, you guys are all awesome, so that's pretty bitchin'. It's got bigger ports than a 12CV. Transfer ports are longer, intake ports bigger. Let's see what we got to work with there. Well, it's got very, very little pinch left. You can see how high it comes up. So that means that's going to need a little bit of a redo, but it might run for a bit longer. I got the old crankcase here. Push on the crankshaft. Yeah. It's like giving CPR to an old person almost. I'm not an EMT, by the way. People said I should be. I'm so good at reviving old dead OS engines. Push on that crank. Out she comes. Can't feel anything with my thumb. It's a little dirty, but hey, you know what? That's not bad. That's totally salvageable still. I think, you know what? If I send that piston and rod assembly away and have it cleaned up a little bit, I think we might just be able to revive this old 12, maybe with a fresh set of bearings, maybe a new rod. This rod's looking awful thin in the bottom. Well, let's have a look in there. The cylinder looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Let's see. That's not going to do any good. But I'm looking in there and I don't see... any damage in there at all. The lining looks really nice still. Can even way down in the bottom see a little crosshatch still. So I think this is going to be another rebuild video for this little 12CZ. If you guys want to see more, I mean, you guys will see more. It's just a matter of time before I post more shit, so I'm going to clean this guy up here and pull the bearings, clean them, clean the block. You guys have probably already seen how that's done. A little bit of rubbing, I'll call it toothbrush, some hot water. Clean the bearings, put them back in if they feel okay. But this will be getting a resize and possibly a new connecting rod because it's got a lot of play in it. And, there we go, guys. There's a little teardown of the 12CZ from my crazy RC10 down below where my feet are. My tripod is a piece of painter's tape. Here's my little workspace in my kitchen. And you can see the RC10 down there. Well, right on, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Cheers, beers, and keep burning nitro. There'll be more to come on this. Stay tuned.